Kendall Jenner is eager to discuss pregnancy in the latest episode of The Kardashians. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Kendall Jenner has been making headlines again, but this time it's not about a new fashion campaign or a big event. Instead, the topic is about something a little different: pregnancy. However, this pregnancy is not what many people might expect. Kendall recently shared a surprising update about her life in a preview for an upcoming episode of the reality show The Kardashians. She opened up about expecting a baby, but it is not a human baby. Instead, Kendall is excited to be expecting a baby horse. In the preview, Kendall, known for founding the popular brand 818, spoke honestly about the news. She was dressed in a bright yellow shirt from the Italian clothing brand Intimissimi, sitting in a quiet moment for the show's confessional scene. When asked about her pregnancy, Kendall looked a bit unsure at first but then smiled in a playful way. She revealed that she would soon be welcoming a baby to the world, a foal, the baby of her horse. The story goes back to the second season of The Kardashians when Kendall, who had auburn-colored hair at the time, first shared that her mare, named Dylan, was pregnant. She found out about the pregnancy while getting ready for the 2022 Met Gala. She expressed her excitement by saying, "I'm having a baby horse." This made it clear that the kind of pregnancy she was talking about was far from the usual expectations fans might have. Kendall also explained that the baby horse would be born through surrogacy, which is an interesting process for horses. She added that the father of the foal is a handsome stallion who has competed in the Olympics. This detail showed Kendall's deep involvement and passion for horses and the world of horse breeding. It is clear that her focus right now is on growing her horse family, rather than having a human child. Though many fans and followers might wonder if Kendall Jenner is ready to have her own baby one day, the current news shows she is more invested in her career and horse breeding. As a young woman just 27 years old, Kendall seems to be building a strong foundation for herself and dedicating time to her interests, especially with horses. In past interviews and episodes of the family's reality shows, Kendall has spoken about the pressure she sometimes feels from her family, especially from her mother Kris Jenner. Kris is well known for encouraging her children to start families of their own. In the final season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kendall shared that she sometimes feels the urge to have a child, especially because many of her siblings have already become parents. She is the only one in her generation of the family who does not have children yet, which sometimes makes her feel different. Despite this, Kendall has not rushed into motherhood. She has made it clear that she is still very young and wants to take her time before becoming a mother. The pregnancy she is currently talking about is for a foal, and this shows a different kind of nurturing and care for animals. This love for horses could be a big part of her life for years to come. People have also often wondered if Kendall might be expecting a baby herself, especially because of her relationship with the famous singer Bad Bunny. When her sisters Kylie and Khloe, and her brother Rob, all had children in quick succession, many fans began to guess when Kendall would also have a baby to give Kris Jenner a new grandchild. However, Kendall has addressed these rumors clearly many times, showing that she is not in a hurry and wants to follow her own path. In one episode of The Kardashians in 2022, Kendall sat down with her mother Kris to talk about her feelings on this subject. This conversation made it clear that Kendall understands the curiosity around her personal life but is confident in her choices. Even though all of Kris Jenner's children except Kendall have become parents, Kendall is happy to live her life on her own terms. When people think of the Kardashian family, they often see them as distant and very different from regular people. This is partly because the family is incredibly wealthy and famous. They were born into great wealth and have lived in the spotlight most of their lives. However, Kendall Jenner stands out as someone who is a little easier for many young people to relate to. This is not because of her supermodel status, but because of her approach to life and the way she shares her feelings about her future and family. Kendall's story about expecting a baby horse offers a fresh and interesting glimpse into her life. It shows a softer, more personal side of her that fans might not often see. Instead of focusing on typical celebrity news about romantic relationships or fashion, Kendall is showing her deep love and care for animals, as well as her desire to build something meaningful and lasting outside of the usual celebrity world. Her passion for horses and horse breeding is not new, but the recent news about her mare Dylan being pregnant makes it clear that Kendall is serious about this part of her life. She is becoming more involved in this world and plans to continue expanding her horse family. This might come as a surprise to many, but it reveals a lot about Kendall's character and interests. Though Kendall has not spoken about having a human baby yet, it is clear she is thoughtful about her future and taking things one step at a time. The love she has shown for her horse and the excitement she feels about the foal's arrival show that motherhood can come in many different forms. For now, Kendall's motherhood journey is about caring for animals, growing her business, and enjoying her life as it is. Fans can expect to learn more about this part of Kendall's life in the upcoming episodes of The Kardashians. These episodes will likely share more about Kendall's thoughts on pregnancy, family, and her growing horse breeding business. This new chapter of her life is one that many people will find interesting and heartwarming. In a world where celebrity news is often about scandals and dramatic stories, Kendall Jenner's story about having a baby horse stands out as a refreshing change. It reminds everyone that famous people also have simple joys and passions that make their lives special. Whether it is the love for a child or the care for an animal, these moments are important and meaningful. Kendall's openness about her life and feelings also shows a side of her that is more human and relatable. Even though she lives in a world of fame and luxury, she shares her hopes and dreams just like anyone else. This honesty is one reason many fans connect with her and follow her journey closely. As the episodes air and more details come out, it will be interesting to see how Kendall's story develops. Will she continue to focus on horses, or will she decide to start a family of her own in the future? For now, the world watches with curiosity and support as she enjoys this special time waiting for her baby horse to arrive. This story also highlights the unique paths people take when it comes to family and growth. Not everyone follows the same steps or has the same timeline. Kendall's story is a reminder that it is okay to be different and to choose what feels right for oneself. Whether that means focusing on a career, caring for animals, or becoming a parent, every choice is valid and important. Kendall Jenner's life continues to evolve, and she is clearly shaping her own story in her own way. Fans will be eager to see what the future holds for her, both on the show and in real life. Her journey with her horse pregnancy is just one chapter in a much larger story of a young woman finding her place in the world while balancing fame, family, and personal dreams. In the end, Kendall's news about expecting a baby horse brings joy and surprise to many. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.